So welcome to today's video that will be I'm sorry working as an au pair in December / the holiday season in Italy, Rome, parentheses. So it's 4 o'clock and I'm gonna pick up the kids from the bus stop. Usually the bus comes between 4:10 to 4:25, but I've learned my lesson of like waiting till 4:25 and they're already like here. So I like to get here by 4:10. So that's no bueno because the bus makes like a really sharp turn here. So I'm gonna move this. Thankfully it's just leaves there. I'm not touching it though. I'm just gonna kick it. It was very warm a few days ago. And then I mentioned it in one of the videos. I was like, oh, it's so hot in December. I want to be here all the time. The next day, freezing. And every day after that, freezing. And the same thing happened on Halloween. Like on Halloween, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like 70 degrees. We're so lucky over here. November 1st, 12 o'clock came. I was at the club. And we go to get some air and it's freezing. And I'm like, and to think that I wanted to leave my jacket at home. I'm so glad I took it because it was a long morning. But same thing happened. So next time that I'm admiring the weather, I'm gonna stay quiet because I stay jinxing it. Ugh. The bus is here. Ciao.
Ciao caro.
Come stai?
Tutto bene?
Grazie, arrivederci. A domani. Here you go, tieni. Di ciao.
Ciao.
Di ciao.
Ciao.
Haha, let's go.
Un second. Ciao.
Ciao. Let's run or no?
Yes.
One moment. We're going to run to the house, okay? 3. You can have a head start. 5 seconds first, you guys, okay? And then me. 3, 5, 4. Go, go, go. 3. Io dopo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've started to make us race home because I've noticed that one of them likes to get home quicker than the other and the other one likes to take their time. So this way we all get home at the same time. So we're actually gonna have snack with their grandma, which lives close to us.
Papà, tira, nonna e nonno.
To sing in your school.
Yeah.
Christmas songs?
Yes.
Okay.
Belli.
Belli, this. You don't, non ti piace? Ciao, come stai? So I only work from 4 to 7:30. At around 4:20 I pick up the kids, so then my day starts, and then there's the oldest who gets home at 2. However, he's free to do as he pleases until 4. That way I can have some free time in the day to do what I want to do and visit Rome. Now they are a very active family and 2 of the boys have soccer on a day-to-day basis, so that's one of my duties daily, to take them to soccer. Plus recently I've had to start walking their adorable dog to go to the bathroom while I take them to soccer. But she can be quite stubborn sometimes, and today was one of those days.
Ciao, ciao.
There's always 1 or 2 boys home while the others are at soccer, so then when I get home I like to do Legos, art, sometimes exercise with them just to keep them away from screen time. I try my best not to be on my phone and just be active with the kids. Sometimes I do forget, I'm not gonna lie, to be actively talking, but that's because like we're all just so into what we're doing. But the main goal is to speak as much English with them as possible. One piece for Ale, yum yum. One piece for Dani, yum yum. As an au pair, one of your duties would be to do their English homework with them. And it takes a lot of repetition and patience because keep in mind, English is not their first language. And I'm also not the best at teaching it, but we do see lots of progress. One piece for Dani. One piece for Ale. Ale ha mangiato una... come si dice?
Pezzo di torta?
Pezzo. Che cos'è pezzo? So, one piece for Dylan. So, che cos'è questo? In italiano? Piece. Pezzo.
Ah,
Come?
again. Go again.
Cos'è again?
Again. Di nuovo.
Okay, very good. Now, we did get into a little tussle over homework earlier today, but we made up. So we are building a Lego house now. It takes a lot of patience to work with kids, so always do keep in mind some days are harder than others, and then some days are easy, and we sort of make up for the hard days. I do like to plan crafts frequently because they love to do that, and that takes hours, so then you kill like so much time in a day instead of having to be super active and run out of energy. So I have been an au pair since April of this year. I've been in Europe for about half of the year now, and I've spent the other half at home. And I do want to say that being an au pair is awesome. To me at least, I like working with kids. I'm just kidding. I do. Back home, I work as an assistant teacher. So it was very easy for me to take on watching 3 kids during the week. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I work from Monday to Friday, only 4 to 7:30ish. That's when the last kid gets home from soccer or from the latest activity. And then I do stick around until dinner, which is usually from 8 to around 9 instead of going out and having my own dinner. And I love the food that they cook, so it's a win-win. And I do make my own breakfast and lunch to save even more money, so I have more money to spend on what I want to buy instead of buying food. But I do go out with friends and eat out often, and by often I mean like maybe once. I'm just kidding. I have weekends off. Sometimes I am around, and if like let's say they need help with their homework, I will give them 30 minutes because I do want to set the boundary that this is my time and I want to be out and about instead of being at home. What else do I want to share? The pay is pretty low, but keep in mind I'm working only such few hours, and I do get free housing, food, and I get my transport paid for the city of Rome. Any like weekend trips that I like decide to take outside of Italy or like to different regions is out of my own pocket from the money that I make working. It takes a lot to get up and leave your home to enter a new family, and there is a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, that's not how we do it. Once again, you're in their home and you need to get used to their customs and everything, so you will get kind of pushed out of your comfort zone in some ways. But overall, it's been a really good experience for the most part. And a few more tips that I do want to share is don't be afraid to set boundaries with stuff you aren't comfortable doing. Don't let yourself get walked all over. Like if you believe you're doing more than you should be, take a step back and then say like, oh, I actually don't feel comfortable doing this because of so-so. Most times you'll find a compromise and go out. Like don't just stay in the house and waste your days away while you're in a new country because you're afraid to be out and about or you have no one to go out with. Some of the best days that I've had here were days where I had no plans with the friends that I've made and I just went to the city and somehow made more friends. Rome is full of a lot of friendly people, which is why I love it and I keep coming back. I ran into some technical difficulties because I'm out of storage, so I have to end the video here. I hate to do this. But if you enjoyed today's video and you have any more questions regarding my au pair experience, I'd be more than happy to answer the questions in the comments below, because I know a lot of you guys are curious about like how to do au pair or whatever, so I'm not able to answer all questions in the video that I had planned because I have to cut it short, but don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Happy Vlogmas, and I appreciate you guys for sticking around till the end. Adios, adios. Goodbye, goodbye.